I have more videos of you than myself.
What statistic did I see the other day? The Rock managed to post 175 selfies in 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Oh,
And he's with somebody else each picture.
That's funny.
Wow.
That's a record.
The Rock?
The Rock.
I saw that.
I'm like, I can do the same thing.
Dwayne
Still
Johnson.
relevant. I love Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, blood is going up this way. Blood is going up this way. How do I know that? I know that from the anatomy. Here's the brachiocephalic. Okay, here's where one vessel becomes two. Here's each one separate. So blood is going in this direction. So this would be ascending, this would be arch, this would be descending. Okay? So you can figure it out. Trust yourselves, you can figure it out. Okay? This would be the abdominal aorta. That ends right there at the bifurcation, which is the common iliacs, internal and external. Roughly right about here is going to be the inguinal ligament. So this is now the femoral. Okay, this is now the femoral. Now, if you'll refer to the board, we can easily see what anatomical position is.
You gotta draw some eyes on him.
Okay, we can tell anatomical position by this right here. Okay, this is dorsal. This is ventral, thumb out. Okay, so that is the palmar arch. Okay, that's the superficial palmar arch. So it would be brachial. We get into here, it's axillary. I beg your pardon. This is subclavian. We get into here, it's axillary. Now we get into brachial. Now, radial and ulnar and superficial palmar. Okay? This would be the inferior phrenic. Going to the diaphragm. This would be the common hepatic, it's going to the liver. This would be the splenic, it's going to the spleen. That leaves that has to be left gastric. Okay? The whole thing is celiac trunk. This would be the superior mesenteric. This would be the inferior mesenteric. And then going kind of posterolateral, that would be the gonadals. Renal. Renal breaks up into segmental and then interlobar. I'll only go as far as segmental on this test. For the kidney, you're going to have to know the blood flow in and out of the kidney. Okay, you're going to have to know the flow of urine through the kidney, out of the kidney, and ultimately out into the universe.
For this test?
Not for this test. Okay? Not for this test. This is the inferior vena cava. This would be the superior vena cava. These would be the brachial. This little portion here and this long portion here. Again, asymmetric, because look where it's coming into the heart. Okay? So superior vena cava, left brachial, right brachial. Left subclavian, right subclavian. Internal jugular. Internal jugular. We don't see the external jugular. External jugular would come in about there. Come in about there. So this is common carotid, this is common carotid. We see this one going to the face, so that would be external carotid. This would be the internal carotid. Okay?
So the external is this one?
No, 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 no.
External carotid's here.
External
Oh,
carotid is
okay.
here. Okay, and also there. Okay, now, I don't like to, I would not test you on that on this model because it's not really clear. Okay, I would not test you on that model. Okay? Now, I wanted to show you something. Let me have a heart model.
Rip. There goes my heart model.
Thank you.
It's famous.
On both of these, in the ventricular area, look at where the valves are. Look at where the valves are. Okay? They're in the superior ventricle. Okay? If you're going to get blood out of the ventricle, you would have to constrict from the apex to the base. You would have to constrict to the apex, from the apex to the base, okay, in order to get it out. And actually, you can see the way this is aligned, it's going to be like that. It's going to be a twisting motion from apex to base. Okay? Now, this is ligamentum arteriosum. It has atrophied. It was a vessel. It would be the ductus arteriosus in a fetus. Okay? But in an adult, it atrophies. Okay? And becomes scar tissue. At which point, it's a ligamentum, or a ligament, that just kind of holds these two together. Helping to prevent friction and keeping them locked together. Okay? This, and this, and this, and this would be elastic arteries. Once they start to branch, now they're going to start to become more and more muscular. Okay? Thank you.